Hey guys, AK John here. Welcome back to another episode of Adventures in Kalashnikov. Today we have a really cool rifle to show you. You guys probably recognize this, the AK12. What a beautiful gun. This guy is finished in Russian black paint, of course. 545 by 39. Collapsible buttstock. Cool features on this gun. Let's take it over to the bench and we'll take a look. All right, guys. Here we have an AK12. This is one of the newer offerings from Kalashnikov Concern over in Russia. A lot of guys in Ukraine are using these. Some hate them, some love them, and same goes for here in the US. A lot of AK guys hate these things and some of us love them. I found that these can be extremely accurate, pleasant to shoot, and they look pretty cool. So if you notice, of course, it's got the folding buttstock in the rear, similar to an AK-74 style. It's got this hand guard, this pistol grip here. It has a removable storage for oil. And oiler, it's hard to do with one hand, but yeah, you can carry an oil bottle in here or whatever. You just push these in and that pops out. Trigger guard is pretty much the same as any AK-74. Moving forward, if you look here, it's got the bump rivet and the handguard. Very unique to the AK-12. So one thing really cool about this build is this wasn't built on a Childers receiver or Recreator Blanks receiver. This was built on a Saiga, a 5.45 by 39 Saiga Sporter. So this had to have the Saiga conversion along with the AK-12 installation. So a lot of work went into this, and I'm really proud of it. It's a beautiful gun. It shoots great. And yeah, all Russian. How cool is that? Except, of course, for the 922R parts. So barrel, 3 here, magazine, and so on. Couple things to note. There's a hole here. This is the lower handguard retainer. So you push this pin out, and actually there's a little spring-loaded tab. You've got to use a punch to push right here. This releases the tab, the spring tab that keeps this in place. So you push in there, push that out, and this slides forward. What's really cool is this upper handguard is slotted to fit over the lower handguard. So they're kind of puzzled together. So the only thing you need to hold it in place is this lower pin. Super cool. Another thing you'll notice is the gas tube is not removable. It's TIG welded to the trunnion, so it cannot be removed. With this feature, you have this tab here that you can remove to clean the gas tube and the gas block. So a little bit of forward thinking, and of course you got the sling loop. Ambidextrous, it rolls around on either side, and no front side block. It just has this muzzle device attachment, which is really cool. Quarter turn, push the detent, roll this out, and it comes right off. I'll show you that here in a minute. But overall, really cool rifle. Very nice to have. You don't see many in the US. But if you ever get the chance to shoot one, I definitely recommend it. All right, one thing I did want to show before I flip this guy over is this buttstock. So the AK-74, you know, you're used to this thumb latch. Push the thumb latch in, fold the stock, and it usually catches up here. Well, the AK-12 doesn't have that catch. What it does have is this catch here. This is spring-loaded so that once you fold this, You'll see it pop up. Boop. Now it's locked. So in order to unlock this, you've got to push this down and pull it closed. So kind of a cool feature. Definitely something specific to the AK12. If you've never handled one, hopefully that'll show you how to do it. And yeah, cool stuff. Let's flip this over and take a look at the other side. All right, here's the other side of the AK12. This is an obstreperous made barrel, I believe. Hopefully the customer can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's what it is. Super accurate. I was holding really tight groups with this thing with iron sights. I mean, I can't imagine with an optic. It'd be pretty effective. Muzzle device. Not really sure what these are for. Maybe, I think, wire cutting. Put this up against it and shoot. I don't know. If somebody wants to comment down below if they know what those are for. And then again, this removable tab here, you have a spring detent. So you push this back, rotate that, and it comes out. You can clean all this stuff. Of course, the top of the sight is adjustable for elevation, and no windage. No windage on that guy. This guy is made so you can mount things to the side. They have specific mounting for the side. Sling loops or sling attach points, lights, etc. Of course, you got a rail down here also as well as the one on top. Again, TIG welded to the trunnion. Here's your takedown pin for removing the hand guards. And of course, the selector markings are a little different. Selector notches are a little different than what you're used to seeing. One thing that really makes people not like this is that the selector can go beyond the notches. The selector stop on these is there. So yeah, you got full auto, semi-auto, and super semi-auto. Give the pistol grip. Let's see if I can get that off. Some cool markings there. No, I can't do it with one hand. Can't do it with one hand. Just push those in and pull it out. Again, I think these are for sling loops, or no, sling mount attach points. The stock is adjustable as well as folding. And then the rear sight leaf, of course, is adjustable for elevation and distance. And it's like an RPK where you can adjust for windage here. So if you have any issues up front, of course, you correct them back here. The dust cover is a little different. As you can see, there's no push button here. This guy is held in place with this lever on the rear sight block. You pop it up and you pull it out towards you, just like that. And this guy, if you can see in the back, you can see the paint line, it's sprung forward. I don't know if I can get this off without. There we go. So it's got this lever. It's just a rod that catches on these hooks. And as you can see, it's spring loaded. So once it's installed, it's very tight fit, very tight lockup, and it repeats 0. Some really cool stuff. AK12. Alright guys, that's going to about wrap it up for this episode of Adventures in Kalashnikov. Thank you guys for staying to the end. Thanks for checking out the content that we bring. If you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below and I'll get to you as soon as I can. If you guys want to have an AK-12 like this built, if you have a parts kit, please reach out to us at Appalachian Gunwerks at gmail.com. We'll be happy to help you. Huge thanks to our customer that sent this in. and is allowing us to use this for content. Really cool videos. We thank all of our customers, and we thank you guys for watching. All right, we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.